Hello friends, and welcome back. In this video I will explain how to manually design a flyback transformer using simple formulas. We will take the example of a 220V AC to 12V DC, 5 amp flyback SMPS design. Let's assume the following parameters in hand for designing the SMPS version. Input voltage V in, 310 volts DC. Output voltage V out, 12 volts DC. Output current I out, 5 amps. Output power P out, 12 volts multiplied by 5 amps equals 60 watts. Estimated efficiency EFF, 85%, 0.85. Input power P in, P out upon EFF equals 60 upon 0.85 is equal to 70.6 watts. Switching frequency F, 100,000 Hz, 100 kHz is a standard practical choice. Maximum duty cycle D max, 0.45, 45% keeps the circuit stable and reliable. Diode forward drop VD, 0.7 volts. Core selection, EE30 or EE35. Effective core area AE, 120 square millimeters which equals 0.00012 square meters. Maximum flux density max, 0.2 Tesla, 200 millitesla to prevent saturation. Now let's understand the flyback SMPS calculations step by step. Step 1. Calculate the primary inductance LP. Unlike a regular transformer, a flyback needs a specific primary inductance to store the required energy during the MOSFET on time. Assuming discontinuous conduction mode DCM for a straightforward layout, formula, primary inductance equals V in multiplied by D max squared upon 2 multiplied by P in multiplied by F. Calculation, V in multiplied by D max equals 310 multiplied by 0.45 equals 139.5, 139.5 squared equals 19,460.25, 2 multiplied by P in multiplied by F equals 2 multiplied by 70.6 multiplied by 100,000 equals 14,120,000. Primary inductance equals 19,460.25 upon 14,120,000 equals 0.001378 Henry. Result, primary inductance equals 1,378 microhenries. Step 2. Calculate peak primary current IPK primary. This is the maximum current that will flow through your high-voltage primary MOSFET right before it switches off. Formula. Peak primary current equals V in multiplied by D max upon F multiplied by primary inductance. Calculation, V in multiplied by D max equals 310 multiplied by 0.45 equals 139.5, F multiplied by primary inductance equals 100,000 multiplied by 0.001378 equals 137.8. Therefore, peak primary current equals 139.5 upon 137.8 equals 1.01 amps. Result, peak primary current equals 1.01 amps. Step 3. Calculate primary turns, NP. Now we find out how many turns of wire are needed on the primary side so that the core does not saturate at our peak current. Formula, primary turns equals primary inductance multiplied by peak primary current upon B max multiplied by AE. Calculation, primary inductance multiplied by peak primary current equals 0.001378 multiplied by 1.01 equals 0.001392. B max multiplied by AE equals 0.2 multiplied by 0.00012 equals 0.000024. Primary turns equals 0.001392 upon 0.000024 equals 58 turns. Result, primary turns equals 58 turns. Step 4. Calculate the reflected output voltage, VOR, and turns ratio, NPS. The reflected voltage is the voltage that echoes back to the primary side when the secondary diode conducts. Formula for VOR, reflected voltage equals V in multiplied by D max upon 1 minus D max. Calculation for VOR, D max upon 1 minus D max equals 0.45 upon 0.55 equals 0.818. Reflected voltage equals 310 multiplied by 0.818 equals 253.6 volts. Formula for turns ratio equals reflected voltage upon output voltage plus diode drop. Calculation for turns ratio, output voltage plus diode drop equals 12 plus 0.7 equals 12.7 volts. Turns ratio equals 253.6 upon 12.7 equals 19.97. Let's round this to a clean 20. Result, turns ratio equals 20, meaning there are 20 primary turns for every 1 secondary turn. Step 5. Calculate secondary turns NS. With our primary turns and turns ratio established, the secondary turns calculation becomes very simple. Formula: secondary turns equals primary turns upon turns ratio. Calculation: secondary turns equals 58 upon 20 equals 2.9 turns. Result: secondary turns equals 3 turns. Rounding up to 3 turns ensures you reach your full output voltage. Step 6. Calculate peak secondary current, IPK secondary. When the primary switch opens, the current transfers to the secondary winding. Because of the turns ratio, the current scales up while the voltage scales down. Formula: peak secondary current equals peak primary current multiplied by turns ratio. Calculation: peak secondary current equals 1.01 multiplied by 20 equals 20.2 amps. Result: peak secondary current equals 20.2 amps. Step 7. Calculate RMS currents for wire sizing. To figure out how thick your copper wire needs to be, you must know the RMS, root mean square, current. In DCM flyback operation, the current flows in a triangular shape, so the duty cycle must be factored in. For the secondary side, current flows during the off time, which we will call D off. D off is calculated as 1 D max equals 1 minus 0.45 is equal to 0.55. Formula for primary RMS current. Primary RMS current equals peak primary current multiplied by square root of D max upon 3. Calculation for primary RMS current. D max upon 3 is equal to 0.45 upon 3 equals 0.15 square root of 0.15 equals 0.387. Primary RMS current equals 1.01 multiplied by 0.387 equals 0.39 amps. Formula for secondary RMS current. Secondary RMS current equals peak secondary current multiplied by square root of D off upon 3. Calculation for secondary RMS current. D off upon 3 equals 0.55 upon 3 equals 0.183 square root of 0.183 equals 0.428. Secondary RMS current equals 20.2 multiplied by 0.428 equals 8.65 amps. Result: primary RMS current equals 0.39 amps. Secondary RMS current equals 8.65 amps. Step 8. Wire area and selection. Using your recommended current density of 4.5 amps per square millimeter. Formula for primary wire area. Primary wire area equals primary RMS current upon 4.5. Calculation: 0.39 upon 4.5 is equal to 0.086 square millimeters. Formula for secondary wire area. Secondary wire area equals secondary RMS current upon 4.5. Calculation: 8.65 upon 4.5 is equal to 1.92 square millimeters. Here are the final design specs for our 60-watt flyback transformer. Primary inductance, 1378 microhenries. Primary winding, 58 turns of standard 28 AWG wire. Secondary winding, 3 turns using 4 to 5 parallel strands of 22 AWG wire to handle the heavy current. Use the sandwich winding technique, half primary, full secondary, then the remaining primary. Add insulation tape between layers. Insert a thin paper or plastic spacer between the core halves to prevent saturation. Finally, connect the primary to an LCR meter and adjust the spacer thickness until it reads exactly 1378 microhenries. Secure the core with tape, and your transformer is ready for the PCB. So that's it, friends. I hope you like this tutorial. Thanks for watching.